Hey, so I want to take just a minute to show you how you can edit all the footage for raw files. So when you open up a project, I have Stephen and Lauren's project open right now, for example. You should see a timeline that says all footage, and this is where I've got all of the cameras from camera 1, camera 2, and all of the audio devices already synced. But you usually will have to add cameras 3, 4, and 5 manually. But the best thing to do is to come to the folder that says scenes, and you'll see that I've already added like a list of the scenes from throughout the day. So for example, right now I have Guys Prep open, and this is just all the clips that are recorded during Guys Prep. You can just scrub through them. So what I've done is I have a keyboard shortcut where I can just push the letter D and all the clips will come together. And I recommend that you have a shortcut that does something similar to that because it just makes it really easy. But what I want is all the clips to be on one row. And then once they're organized, where they're all in one row and they're pretty much like in order from how they were filmed throughout the day, the next thing to do is just to do some basic color grading. So if we open this color tab here, you'll see all of these different things open up. And what I want you to do is you'll go over to Gallery, and then this section called Power Grades. And what I've done is I have already sent you some power grades, and if you follow the video instructions that I sent you, you should be able to import those into here, and that way it will make it really simple to color grade and stuff. But the one we're going to use right now is this one that's just called Simple Grade. And so we can bring this over several ways. The easiest is probably just to drag it over like this. And when it's over here, you will see that there are 3 of these little squares, and these are called nodes, okay? And 2 of them are orange, and the orange ones means you don't need to mess with those. But one of those is blue, and the blue one, you can change some things in that. So what we're going to do, I'm going to close the gallery just so we have an easier view. And you can see that this shot doesn't look great the way it is. So here's what I want to do. To change the exposure, I usually do that first. We come down to this section that says gamma, and we just bring it down or up, depending on how dark it is. And we're just going to do like basic exposure. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we want to get it like basically right. And then I usually like to do a little bit of white balancing. And so we take this temp and tint slider, and sometimes it works to like click on them and on a white area if there is a white area, and then make little adjustments from there. But what we want to do is just get this where it looks basically like a decent color grade or like color correction. And then there's all these other clips, and since these clips are from the same scene, usually what I do is I highlight them. You can use like shift to click and highlight a bunch of them. And then I right click, and what I do is just apply grade. We replace the existing grades. And then we go through, and as long as they look like decent, it's fine. I can tell like some of these are way warmer than others. So maybe what I would do is like just cool off a few of them so they all look decent. But what I want to do is just have like a simple color grade on all of these clips so that when I get the footage back, all I have to do is highlight this whole section and click export, and I can export all these clips from throughout the day. So typically I also don't worry about like the audio too much, but what I would say is maybe if you want to just do like an easy like click all of them and like normalize the audio to like -8 or 5 or something like that, just so nothing is like clipping or anything like that. That might be really helpful for the party scene specifically. Let me open that up. For the party scene specifically, these are the ones that are most likely to be like really loud and clipping. So usually what I do is I highlight all of these, and I right click them, go to clip attributes, audio, and I make both channels channel 2. And usually when I'm recording, if I'm using camera 1, that will make all the clips a little bit quieter and stuff. But what I want you to do is just go through, apply these simple like color corrections, bring these clips together, so that I can send raw files like in segments from throughout the day.